10 regional groupings around the world and the United States of America. These include your 10 horns. So whenever you hear the book of Revelation talks about the beast with the 7 heads and the 10 horns, it is talking about this new world order global power. It's talking about the global elite. It's talking about the European Union. That's what these 10 horns are, because the European Union is broken down into these 10 European nations. Those are the 10 horns. They have broken down the whole world into 10 regional groupings where these 10 horns will have an allotment. This is how they will rule with the beast for 1 hour, and then they will relinquish their power and authority over to the beast. So right now they have 10 regional groupings and allotments in these 10 regional groupings. So these are your 10 horns, which are the European Union. But not only do they have 10 regional groupings around the whole entire world, they have 10 regional groupings in the United States of America. Now, these 10 regional groupings in America means that this nation, this independent nation, is going to be condensed down to a one world republic, which means that the United States of America will not be looked at as an independent nation with 50 states. No, it will be a one world republic. All right. And then at that time, we will be fully realized inside of the United Nations. Now, we are already a part of the United Nations as it is right now. It's just that the United States of America right now is still enjoying the little bit of freedom they got left. That's the reason why you can't tell that you a global citizen. See, you a global citizen already. It's just that you can't tell because they still got entertainment going. People are still eating and drinking and partying and clubbing and chasing the bag, and people still living how they want to live. So they can't even see that already they're a global citizen. Because at the same time that these 10 horns, these European kings of the European Union, at the same time they have the 10 regional groupings around the whole world, they already have them in America. All they're doing is they're just setting up. That's the reason why we hadn't been totally, utterly collapsed and destroyed yet. Why? Because they still setting up over here. So while people are still going to concerts and people are still walking around, running around, trying to figure out what religion they gonna join to get some higher sense of spirituality, while people are still getting high and eating and people are still doing whatever they want to do and living their lives, they don't even see that the destruction of this world is constantly happening every day by way of these 10 horns having 10 regional groupings in the United States of America. And those who have their eyes open, you can see that these 10 regional groupings are already working in the United States of America, because you see freedoms slowly being taken away from us. Slowly but surely, freedoms are being restricted. Slowly but surely, things are super hyperinflating, meaning that as prices increase on items that you used to be able to afford, now it seems as if you can't afford them anymore. That means the devaluing of the dollar and the hyperinflation. The super hyperinflation and the price gouging on things that you used to be able to get comfortably. So what they're doing is they are screwing. They're screwing the screws a whole lot tighter without you realizing. And that's the reason why you start to feel the pressure, and then you kind of feel it letting up a little bit, but then here comes the pressure again, and then you feel it letting up again, and then you keep feeling the pressure again. And so each time you feel like we good now, when we can relax a little bit, when they start to turn that screw again, it's a whole lot more pressure than it was the last time they tightened up the screw. You understand? So they keep tightening it up. And so that tightening up, you feel, is them continuing to implement and put in measures that will push this world into a new world order. But first, this old world, this old system has to be destroyed, has to be collapsed, which means sword, famine, and plague. The sword represents violence. That's what the sword represents. Violence all over. Civil unrest all over. Criminal activity all over. That's the sword. Lynchings, murderings, rapings, robbings. All kinds of mayhem and I mean, all kinds of violent crimes. You can't even, I'm talking about violent crimes to the extent that it's going to go from the marketplace. It's going to transcend from shopping centers to neighborhoods. That's the type of violence. That's the sword, where the violence is going to spill over from grocery stores and shopping centers to people's apartment complexes and people's quiet neighborhoods. Y'all got to get what I'm saying. So that's the sword. Then plague, meaning diseases of all kinds. Diseases everywhere. You won't be able to go anywhere and not run into somebody that's sick. And I'm talking diseases and sicknesses that kill folk. Do you understand? Plagues that are going to take out elderly people. Plagues that are going to take out normally functioning, healthy individuals. Plagues that are going to take out babies and children at alarming rates. At alarming rates. Do you understand? I'm talking catastrophes, natural disasters. I'm talking plagues from even the food and the water you consume. Plagues. Yeah. And famines, meaning the lack of food, the lack of water. And the famine is going to go hand in hand with the financial collapse, because once there's no more money, then there's no more food. All right. And so this is the reason why you're seeing an up spiral and an up spike in violence. Even now, you're seeing it. And the reason why you're seeing it is because people are getting desperate. There's a desperation in not only this nation, but around the world, where people are tired. People are tired of working 12-hour shifts daily and getting crumbs. People are tired of that. See, people are tired of being the workhorses and making these multinational corporations billions and trillions while they are still on the poverty line, not even able to get as something as simple as a bologna sandwich. Y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all. I mean, so there are so many things that are happening to people. It's just you don't know it because of the mind controlling propaganda machine called the mass media. They not showing you in these areas where people are losing their homes and losing their cars, and people are standing in lines at soup kitchens trying to get food and trying to get clothing. You don't see these things. You don't see 20, 30 blocks at a time, drug infested with needles and trash everywhere. Drug addicts hanging out everywhere, sleeping on corners, sleeping in tents on sidewalks. Military vets outside, not being able to receive adequate health care, starving, sitting in front of the liquor store. You don't see these things.
Repping for the most high, living in these end times, no lie, judgment is on the land, he's close by, everyday time's ticking, we on fire.